We're just about ready here for Game 2 between Georgia Tech and Kennesaw State. Last night's game ended in a little bit of a heated fashion, as the Jackets weren't happy with KSU attempting to score almost 2 whole seconds after the final horn sounded. We'll see if the physicality continues here tonight, but yesterday's matchup was a very entertaining game if you like offense and skill. While KSU opened their season with the win yesterday, Tech still vying for their first win of the year. Will KSU keep rolling tonight, or will the Jackets break through and start to turn their season around with a win of their own? We find out now as here's Hildrum shooting one wide of the goal. An early opportunity for the Jackets there. Kotzian throws it on net. It was broken up in front. Turns it over to Golick. Slot shoots and a stop by Lackley. The backhand out in front. Lackley makes the save. It's a puck free. And he ultimately covers it up. If you're keeping track at home, I believe this is the 3rd or 4th straight period I've forgotten to start the clock. But I remember now, so that's the good news. Here's a shot that ends up wide of the goal. Essex Moser plays it around for Nolte along the half wall, turns it over. But KSU gets it right back. They'll chip it forward. Braden King pinches in. It's a 2-on-2 battle. Hildren holds the line. And it's not able to escape the zone. Jay Kotzian and Braden King chasing after it. Behind the goal line down low. Kotzian right out in front. Comes free to Hildrum at the left point. Tries to redirection. Scores! Jack Golick with his second goal in as many games. And the Jackets grab an early 1-0 lead. A very similar goal there to one that was scored against the Jackets last night. It was the 5-3 goal for KSU, in which Ashton Nolte was sitting in front, dragged it to his backhand and put it in the open net. Similar situation for Jack Golick there. Face off to the left of Germano. Tie up here, one free, and that was a good shot by Jack Lackley that was fended off. Joshua Lee moves it forward for Goodell. It comes out into neutral ice for Tyler Commander, and now Bradley Burden. Off the boards it goes. They're going to just chip that back into their own end, and look at the speed on Chambliss to get it free. Threw it in front. Nothing doing there, as no Jackets were in front. Chambliss looking to center for Goodell. Free puck comes to Chambliss. Backhands out to the side of the goal. Holding the line is McLean Boyd. Reverses it here for Chambliss. Has Keschner with him. Tyler Commander's going to pick it up for KSU, and they're just going to get the easy clear. Chips it forwards. McLean Boyd gets to it for Tech. He's going to start a breakout here. Getting forechecked by Joe Alvarez. But Joshua Lee picks it up. Has Stephen Howe with him. He's going to get the pass, poke it forwards there. Stephen Howe with his first collegiate goal last night. Out on the ice here, number 17. Molnar with the forecheck, and he got to it. Put some pressure on, and so it ends up with Joshua Lee, but he's unable to hold the line. Lee gets it back here, going to chip it forwards into the GT bench. Once again, between the pipes, it's Brendan Germano and Connor Lackley. Connor Lackley, of course, yesterday, it was the first game of the season for KSU. Posted a .936 save percentage in that game. Brendan Germano on the other side, .435 goals against average with an .899 save percentage. Moser in down low with James Kravis looking to center, and Germano's just gonna freeze that puck. This face off to the right of Germano here with Daniel Zhu taking on John Ronson. That puck nearly went in, but it's a great stop by the shoulder of Germano. Battle in the corner here. It's going to come free to Ethan Molnar. Moves it forward. Stephen Howe crosses the red line, and now the blue on the left wing. Just going to backhand it into the zone. James Kravis gets there first for the Owls. Now Essex Moser and back to Kravis, but Prasanna at the line. Throws it on goal. Rebound available. It's poked wide by Molnar. Daniel Zhu takes a spill after the hit there. And a saucer pass forwards. The Owls trying to break into the offensive zone cleanly. Bashkin forwards down low looking for Ronson. And Ethan Molnar backhands it. It does eventually come out of the Tech's defensive zone. There's a battle for it in the neutral zone. Peacock pushing it forwards here. Daniel Zhu and Andrew Zhang on it for Tech. A backhand feed to Ryan Peacock, a little trouble with it, but it ends up back on the stick of Zhang. Moves it forwards, Nolte, but it's a bit too hard, and the Jackets are going to push it the other way 2-on-2. Kotzian throws it just wide of the goal. Golick first to it for Tech. Looking to center it here, gets to King. Braden King holds on to it, and he whiffed on the shot, but still plays it down low. This is Hildrum on his backhand, looking to the line here with Zhang. Trying to wrist a redirected, kicked away by Lackley. Kotzian along the half wall here, looking for a deflection, wouldn't get it. Hildrum tries to spin it around. It ends up out of the zone. This is Ashton Nolte. The stretch pass here, beautifully batted down by Golick. Andy Hildrum trying to get around Nolte. Golick there to support him. So 3 Owls to 2 Jackets there, and so KSU comes away with it. That one flipped out of the zone again. They were doing that a lot yesterday. Continuing that here again, I guess. So this one, Chris Scott was looking to clear it out of the zone. This is Degliumberto in front looking for Augustine. Trying to evade Porcello, and it's reversed behind the goal here. Christian Souza thrown into the slot. Here's Augustine, shot blocked by Porcello, and Degliumberto in the far corner. Reverses it here for Mazur. And now Augustine around it goes to Braden King. Big hit there at the blue line. It comes free to AJ Degliumberto. This saucer pass comes out of the zone. Ethan Mazur on it for GT. Degliumberto down the left wing on his backhand. Throws it on net, kicked away by Lackley. Degliumberto looking to center. Couldn't connect with the man in front, Will Augustine. Chris Scott tries to dangle Braden King. But King gets to it, and so he'll give Tech control. Ethan Mazur at neutral ice, and it ends up with McClellan Boyd. To steal here, and Justin Hughes got it for Kennesaw State. A backhand feed from Owen Foster's picked off by Keegan Goodell. 1-on-2, he'll skate with it, throw it on goal. Lackley gonna redirect it aside. Chambliss giving chase here, moves it to Goodell, throws it in front. It's broken up, and a backhand feed comes out to McLean Boyd. Joshua lead for Zach Keschner. No, he's gonna keep it himself and dump it in. Chambliss applying the pressure. It comes all the way down. That may be an icing call, and it will be. This has been an excellent start for the Yellow Jackets, up 1-0, 7 minutes in. The shots on goal are listed as 12-3 in favor of Tech. Puck comes to the line, taking a shot, goes just wide here. Hopsian trying to pinch in. He's going to move it forwards, but just a little bit. Great stick work there as it's Hildrum on the left wing side. Hildrum curls, looking perhaps for Boyd, but Kennesaw State right back on it. Here's Jack Lackley on the backhand, drives to the net, was looking in front for you, couldn't hit him. Hildrum trying to get around Cotnoir, and he's going to send it in deep. Joshua Lee there for the Jackets. Big hit there by Cotnoir, and it ends up behind Germano's goal. Andy Hildrum and McLean Boyd's going to move it around, but not out of the zone. Essex Moser tries to get a shot away, broken up. Big opportunity. Jake Kotzian, if he gets there, left wing shoots, and a stop by Lackley. Corey Calloway, I see your comment about the clock there. My apologies, we're doing the clock manually, and I've just been forgetting sometimes. Trying not to here, but I don't know. It's just been such a great start from the Yellow Jackets here. But alas, here we go with 12 minutes left in the first period. They're going to send it down the ice. Brendan Germano touches it to Ryan Peacock. He's going to start the breakout by stretching it to Molnar, and now Zoo. Ethan Molnar on it for the Yellow Jackets. Gets it into the offensive zone with Porcello, and around it goes here for Chris Scott. Backhands it forwards to Christian Souza. Gains the offensive zone. Souza down the right wing, looking in the corner here. Plays it behind the net. It's picked off by Pranay Prasanna. And he's going to put on a little deke here. And Tech's just going to fling it out of the zone. It ends up with Daniel Zhu 1-on-2. Enters the O-zone here. Strong on the puck, looking for support. Going to play it in front. Great work by Degliamberto to get it back in deep. On his backhand, maybe looking to center. He did, but a good stick from Connor Lackley to negate that puck from getting to the slot. Nolan Porcello missing a stick here. The Tech keeping the puck in the offensive zone to prevent him from maybe getting a change. He doesn't have a stick, so they're going to go chase after it. Centering pass there comes out to Braden King. Left point here, just gets it in deep. Perhaps you can see there's the broken stick of Nolan Porcello. But KSU moves it the other way. James Kravis, who had a goal yesterday. Kravis behind the net. Great work by Andrew Zhang to knock it off him, and Tech's going to get it out of their own end. Bradley Burden in the defensive zone for Kennesaw State. Chips it forwards here to Commander, and Ethan Mazur's on it for Tech. Has Augustine with him, and it ends up in neutral ice once more with Andrew Zhang. Then gonna take it himself, trying to gain the red line, or the offensive zone. It's a turnover, an opportunity here for Jaden Price, driving to the goal, shut down by Germano. Oh, that's awesome. Corey did the clock and scorekeeping at Kennesaw State. Big game here, I guess, because KSU, this is their opening weekend. Won yesterday to start the season 1-0. Zach Keschner here, looking to spin away with it, moves it to Colin Chambliss, reverses for Keegan Goodell. For Scott, back into his own end. Scott can't touch up with that one. The Jackets stay offside. Beautiful deke by Lee. Can't get around. Gets it back, though, and doesn't get a shot away as Lackley went down. Chips it, trying to get it out of the zone. Cannot. Keschner looking to the slot. Opportunity with Lee. On his backhand, centers for Goodell. Still with it. Stopped by Lackley. Bradley Burden takes it himself. And gonna sky it into the neutral zone for Joshua Lee. Colin Chambliss there. They're gonna blow the play dead. Oh, looks like they called a penalty on that. It must have been the back referee that made the call, because I didn't see an arm go up, but I guess it was on the right side. And so Tech will head to their first man advantage of the night. Yesterday, their first goal came on the power play. It was Zach Keschner who finished off a rebound generated by Jack Golick after he hit the right post with a wrist shot from the from the slot. It's face off to the left of Connor Lackley to start off the power play. Tech's gonna win it. Jack Golick moves it to McLean Boyd, right point. Has a little trouble. He's just gonna give it away. KSU was thinking about maybe pushing it forward short-handed, but they elect to just get the clear and kill some time off the power play. And speaking of which, there we go. Power play marker on the scoreboard. Andy Holdrum left side here. Gets it to Boyd, looking for Keschner, turns over though, and that's another clear for KSU. Germano gonna slow it down. 30 seconds have expired on this Tech power play. Jack Golick right side, a couple of deeps here, gonna get it to Hildrum, and Golick right back on it for McLean Boyd right side. Top of the right circle, slows down, feeds it for Keschner, has a lane, outweights the defenseman, plays it behind the net. Now Hildrum left circle, Kotzian at the blue line, drops it back for Hildrum, plenty of room to skate, gonna shoot, it's a stop by Lackley, and they score! Power play goal for Andy Hildrum as he snuck it by Connor Lackley. It's the first multi-goal lead for Georgia Tech this season. That's a huge goal for Georgia Tech. Andy Hildrum, this is his first season with the team. Scored his first goal in the first game against UCF a couple weekends ago. 2-on-1 chance and a big block by Ryan Peacock. Golick gets bumped off the puck here. And it ends up out of the zone with Aiden Schlaud, who's making his season debut here tonight as he was scratched yesterday. Kennesaw State moves it the other way. This is John Ronson, moves it to the blue line here. Jaden Price hops over the stick of Persona, and it ends up with James Kravis in the far corner. Couple hits there from Persona and then Zoo. This puck is immobilized along the half wall. There's a few players are looking to dig it out. Kravis applying some big hits, and they're gonna at least stop the play. And let's see what's happening here. Maybe sending both to the penalty box. Renee Persona and James Kravis. Most likely for roughing. We'll check up on the official website. But it's a 2-0 Jacket lead. The shots on goal are currently listed as 16-6 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Joshua Lee for McLean Boyd here. Back for Lee, is going to skate with it himself as he has some room down the right side. Tries a little windmill, but it ends up with Zach Keschner. Drags it to the backhand and enters the offensive zone. Tries to split through. He does. A stop by Lackley. In front, they score! Three unanswered for Georgia Tech as Keegan Goodell finds the back of the net. Just 2 games ago, Keegan Goodell with his first goal of the season in the game at Auburn. It was the first goal for Georgia Tech to make it a 4-1 game. Just 2 games later, he's got number 2. Justin Yu down the right side looking to maybe try a little windmill. McLean Boyd gets it stripped by Price, little deep. But Tech won't have any of that. So Boyd gets it back. He's got some room left side, stretches it forwards for Keshner. It was a bit too far, and Kennesaw State's going to skate with it a bit themselves. Jaden Price, Golick with some nice effort here. They're going to strip it from him. Ends up with Jaden Price going to flip it down the ice. McLean Boyd starting the rush down the left wing. Kennesaw State making a change here. It's Andy Holdrum, left circle, drops it for Golick. This could be a big turnover, but good work by Joshua Lee there. Lee takes this pass, moves it forward to Golick. It ended up on his skate. 30 seconds left of 4-on-4 as Essex Moser collects it and moves it down the left side. Great work there. Hildrum lost his stick, but prevented Camden Shutt from moving it forward. That puck goes a little too far for Golick, but nice stick work there to get it in deep near Connor Lackley. And it's a saucer pass for Camden Shutt. Moves it down the ice, not all the way down though. And Boyd's gonna flip it out of the zone. Essex Moser gets there, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shutt down the right wing looking for Cotnoir. Sends it back to Shutt, and it goes just wide of Germano. Holding the line there was Hudson Bashkin. Augustine was looking to strip it from him. And they're going to call a trip, I believe, on Will Augustine. Face off to the left of Germano, won by Kennesaw State. Right point here goes with Souza. Cross gets it back, Souza looking. And there's going to be a penalty on the play. And that's going to negate the rest of this power play. Apologies for forgetting to mark down on the scoreboard that KSU was on the man advantage, but just 9 seconds later, that one's going to be killed by a penalty of their own. So, we'll have some 4-on-4 action for the second time this period already. Corey Calloway, thank you so much. I'll try to do a better job with the penalties. I'll check the AAU site. That one, not too sure what happened there. Germano scoops that one up. So it looks like that was a cross-checking call on James Kravis. That was preceded by a trip from Will Augustine. Face-off won by the Owls again. Looking one-timer fended off by Germano. That was Jaden Price who let it go. Braden King up the left wing here. Gonna skate with it himself, trying to get around Sousa. Drives to the net and brings it off the side of the netting. Peacock looking, taking a shot, blocked in front. Goodell battling with Price. And Jaden Price gets on it and has some room to skate. Flips it out of the zone, looking here for Owen Foster, and Goodell back on it the other way. Connor Lackley just gonna freeze that puck. That was Keegan Goodell, who scored one of the goals for Georgia Tech this period. Once again to make it 3-0. This one comes behind the net. They're gonna drop it back here. 50 seconds to go on the Augustine penalty, and that's gonna be an icing call as it went a bit too far. The shots on goal are now listed as 18-8 in favor of Georgia Tech. This is exactly the type of first period that they needed to get some momentum going in their favor. That shot blockered away by Lackley, and it ends up out of Tech's offensive zone with Joshua Lee. McLean Boyd reverses here for Lee, has Hildrum and Kotzian as the forwards. They send it to Kotzian, trying to stretch it himself. It ends up back with Boyd. Across to Lee, has Kotzian forwards, gonna get it to him eventually. Hildrum's in the slot. Beautiful deke, shoots, and a stop by Lackley there. Just 18 seconds to go on the Augustine tripping call. And then it'll be a quick 10-second power play for Georgia Tech. Boyd gets it over here to Lee. Joshua Lee enters the zone. Gonna lose it to two Owls there, but Hildrum gets it right back. And here goes Jack Lackley the other way. Little toe drag. Gets around one, drives to the net. It's a stop by Germano there. Just 3 seconds to go on this super short Georgia Tech power play, and now it has expired. So just over 2.5 minutes to go in this first frame. Andy Hildrum cannot win that puck, but it eventually gets back in Tech's control. Here's Stephen Howe battling away for it here. Comes free to McLean Boyd, stretches it to the other side with King, and Howe gonna chase after it here. This puck ends up in KSU zone. Miscommunication. Daniel Dew, backdoor for Howe. It was a bit behind him. Stephen Howe had his first collegiate goal yesterday. That was nearly number 2. Peacock up the ice for Molnar. Souza holds it in. Molnar gonna strip it from him. It's a 2-on-1, possibly shoots. And he sails it just high, but KSU's going back to the penalty box. Looks like it's a holding call on the play. Tech had a power play goal yesterday, just had one earlier tonight in this first period. So they're 1 for 1 thus far. Keschner behind the goal, moves it to Andy Hildrum, back around the other side with McLean Boyd at the right point. Slows it down, chips it over to Kotzian, and now Hildrum looking. Left circle here, back to Kotzian at the line, walks the line a bit, moves it over to Boyd. Plays it into the slot. There's a bit of a choppy pass there, and behind the goal it ends up with Keschner on his backhand, looking who's open. Sends it to the line with Boyd, reverses it back for Keschner, has Golick in the slot, slows it down, sends it to Hildrum. He loses the puck a little bit, and it's Boyd who chips it back to Keschner, but great read from Bradley Burden to get it out of the zone. Final minute of play in this first period. Tech's got 1 minute 8 seconds on the power play. McLean Boyd entering the zone beautifully here. Stays with it himself. Moves it forward. It's another easy clear for Kennesaw State. Germano way out of his net to play it to Hildrum. Drops it back for Golick left side, who had the first goal of the night for Georgia Tech. Trying to get it through the legs of the defenseman. They're just going to slam it out of the zone with 30 seconds to play in this period. Germano off the boards to Hildrum, trying to touch it to Keschner. And GT the other way, Andy Hildrum, another goal scorer tonight. One-on-one shorthanded situation here for John Ronson. Ronson shoots when it gets deflected high. Final 7 seconds. They're going to elect to push it. Keschner with 5. Gets his stick lifted, and that'll do it for the first period. A 3-0 Georgia Tech lead through 20 minutes of play. We hope to see you back here for the second. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi everyone, I'm just quickly testing. I went back to see how the audio was for the first period, and found it was a little bit of an echo, so just testing things out now. Still 13 minutes to go in the intermission. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Still trying to... I see what you mean that it's not too bad, but it's a little bit. So just trying to get rid of that. Okay, maybe it's the mic position? Let's try that. Hopefully this sounds better? I don't know. I'm gonna let me move this, and let's see how this is. I'm just playing around with different settings, trying to increase different volumes. Okay. That was definitely not ideal. Okay. Well, let's go back to this. Alright, let's see if maybe this is better. No, that's definitely not it. Okay, we'll go back to... I'm just gonna double check this one. See if this is what I had it on originally. I apologize, it's a little bit echoey. We'll try to fix that. Maybe for the next game. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, I think that's what it originally was. Let me know if you want me to keep playing with some settings some more if this doesn't sound good. I'm gonna try to figure out maybe a solution, but in the meantime, 8 minutes 50 seconds left in the first intermission, and we'll see you again very soon. Okay, I can't help myself. Maybe one more thing I looked up was the mic's positioning. So I'm just checking to see if this makes a difference. Seems to not made too much of a difference. We we will we'll work things out for the next game. We are back here next week against FAU on Saturday. I will get this fixed out, or fixed before then. Thank you so much for your understanding. Hopefully it's not too bad, and if it does start to become pretty bad, please feel free to let me know, and I will play with it a little bit more. Thanks so much, everyone. We got 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the intermission, and I'll try to promise that next time we're back will be for the start of the second. Thanks, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to the second period. Georgia Tech up 3-0 heading into period number 2. Goals have been scored by Jack Golick, Andy Hildrum, and Keegan Goodell. It'll be 12 seconds of power play time to start off this second. They're just going to play with it in their own end of it, so the last 5-on-5 in 2 seconds. And I forgot to reset the time. I'm just going to start it there for now. Okay, that should be better. So here we go, period number 2. GT up 3-0. A dump and fear cross ice. Persona gonna chase after her with Jack Golick. Persona pokes it forwards. It's Andy Hildrum. He's gonna move it to the neutral zone. Off the glass, it ends up with Persona. And he's gonna skate behind Germano and reverse it here for Peacock. One touch pass from Golick up to Hildrum. Gonna skate with it down the right wing. He's gonna chip it forwards around Connor Lackley. But Nolan Porcello gets there first. Kotzian holds it in. Porcello reverses it here. Opportunity for James Kravis. Nothing doing there. It ends up right back in KSU's own zone with Nolan Porcello. Reverses it here and off the boards, and Joshua Lee gets there for Georgia Tech. He's going to bank it off the boards himself. It goes over the stick of Kotzian. And the Owls move it the other way. Christian Souza engaging in a battle with Kotzian and Hildrum. This one comes free to Jack Golick. Down the right wing he goes. Puts on a deke, gets it behind the goal here. Reverses, tries to wrap around off the iron, I believe. A great opportunity for his second of the night. Goodell looking in front for Chambliss. There's a stop by Lackley, and that follow-up shot goes wide as well. Lee right wing shoots, blocked in front. And this one going to be played by the Owls. Big chance here for Chris Scott. One-on-one against Boyd. And it's a stop by Germano. Colin Chambliss and James Kravis in this face-off to the left of Germano. Kravis gonna win it, but it gets to Zach Keschner. Keschner drops to his knees, plays it forward, so Goodell's gonna get to it first, looking to the slot. Keschner with the shot, sails it wide. Chris Scott and into neutral ice, back in Tech's control. They dump it in deep for Essex Moser to get to. And chips it forwards here by McLean Boyd. We up the boards, and it gets around to Essex Moser. And Hudson Bashkin, but on the stick of Keschner, he scores! Zach Keschner with his second goal of the weekend, and it's 4-0. So yesterday, Keschner just cleaned up some loose change in front. That was a big rip by Lackley to make it 4-0. Behind the goal, they're looking in front. It's broken up by the Jackets and on the stick of Stephen Howe. Once again, yesterday had his first collegiate goal. There's a glove grab by Connor Lackley. This one ends up behind Lackley, and he's just going to cover it once again. 16:54. There we go. 16:54 to go in the frame. Tyler Commander around for Bradley Burden. Zhang pinches in. Gonna play it behind the goal for Zoo and back on the stick of Commander. Moves it forward, looking to stretch it forward. It's picked off by Ethan Molnar. A little deke here for Jack Lackley. Back with Andrew Zhang. Moves it forward here. And a one-touch pass up for Justin Yu, right side. Dumps it in here. And Zhang first to it. Around it goes, looking for Howe. Big hit there on him. He's going to stay with it. It pops free to Braden King, and he's going to send it down the ice. No icing. It didn't go all the way down. And so KSU is going to have to break out here. A little misplay, and Molinar still fighting for it. Zoo with the steal as he batted it down. It's been a battle for it. Zhang holds the line. Moves it to Molinar, right side, blocked. Gets it in front, nothing doing. Zhang takes a shot, it's blocked. For Daniel Zhu to get to. He's just going to get it into the offensive zone. Some new skaters on for Georgia Tech. And Bradley Burden, cross ice feed here, chips it off the glass to himself. Big hit by Tagliamberto. Left wing has Augustine driving to the net, just put it on goal, steered aside by Lackley. Zhang looking for a deflection, goes wide, played with a high stick, and so they'll blow it down.
I'm not gonna lie,
Draw was 50-50 and it ends up with Christian Souza. Moves it across for Essex Moser here. He's going to stretch it forward, and entering the offensive zone was John Ronson. Gives it away though, and back out of the zone onto the stick of Souza. As Porcello with him, he's going to keep it himself and elect to hit Kravis instead. We had a nice goal yesterday, just skating down the right wing and letting it fly blocker side. Good steal there by Ronson. Backhand plays it in front. Pops out to the line, but over the stick of Christian Souza. Augustine with the effort here on the forecheck to try to create some pressure. Around it goes to Porcello. Kravis is there too. They're just going to get it out of their zone for Persano to move to Peacock. Up the boards for Ethan Mazur. Jay Kotzian through Kravis's legs. He takes a spill though, and it's right back with Porcello. Fed ahead to Kravis 1-on-2. As his partner was making a line change, but he's going to keep with it himself and reverse it behind here to, I believe, Aiden Schlau. Andy Hildrum off the boards, has Golick with him and Kotzian. Beautiful deke by Hildrum and a stop by Lackley.
next point.
Tech's gonna win this draw. Joshua Lee across to Boyd, looking for a redirection in front. They couldn't get a clean shot away. Boyd with the pinch here. Staying with it, moving it to Kotzian, has Hildrum in the slot. He may have been trying to feed it to him, but it was broken up. Ashton Nolte into the offensive zone, has some wheels, gonna get to it himself first, and that's gonna be a penalty on the play. Not sure if they signaled a call yet. So that's going to be a boarding call on Joshua Lee. Kennesaw State back on their man advantage. Essex Moser high slot, left point now, moves it across to the right point. Slows it down, takes a shot, gets deflected over the goal. Moser pinches in. He's in down low here, got it himself. Looking to play it in front, ends up still behind the net. Chris Scott. He's just going to sky it into the protective netting. Little discussion here about where the draw should be. And it's in KSU's offensive zone. 1:40 remaining on this power play. Camden shot, and AJ Dagliamberto shot wins the draw, gets it to Moser at the line. Looking for a shooting lane. Ashton Nolte. Right circle here, throws it on that, redirected out of play once more. At the line, moves it across here to Jaden Price. Little pump fake walking the line. Price one-timer deflected out of play. There's a big clear all the way down the ice. 1:10 to go on this KSU special teams situation. Christian Souza's going to lead the breakout here. Has Jaden Price behind the net with him. Makes an outlet pass to him a bit too far. It ends up all the way down the length of the ice. There's a big giveaway. Good work by Peacock to win it back. Dagliamberto digging away for it here as well. Goodell gonna get to it. Trying to clear, held in by Kravitz, and now Souza. Not Jaden Price. Or no, it was right in front, and they shoot it wide. Didn't get all of that one. Held in at the line by Souza. Could be a shorthanded opportunity, but good work from Ronson to get to it as well. Just over 20 seconds left on this KSU power play. They have one more chance with Jaden Price. High slot shoots, and he scores. Power play goal for Jaden Price, and Kennesaw State is on the board. Make it the second goal of the season for Jaden Price as he found the back of the net yesterday. That one's going to end up as an icing call. Draw one by the Jackets. Joshua Lee puts it on net. It was blocked in front. They're just going to try to chip it out, but it ends up behind their goal with Tyler Commander. That's going to be a no icing call. They say it was deflected along the way, and so Joshua Lee is forced to play it. Moves it off the boards here to McLean Boyd. Back for Lee here. As Alvarez pressuring him. Golick loses control, tried to send it back to the crease. But it's with Jake Kotzian, and now Andy Hildrum left side. Went off the linesman, pops free to Golick, backhands it, but it's blocked in front. Alvarez got it stolen from him, pops free to Kotzian, blocked in front by Bradley Burden. Boyd and Lee back for the Jackets. Golick over the stick of Hildrum, and now Justin Yu, little toe drag here. Joe Alvarez on it. Stripped by Hildrum. It's 1-on-2. Loses control, but it pops free to Golick. He's going to spin at the blue line. There's a big hit well after the play. They are going to call a penalty on that one. On Joe Alvarez. So that's going to be, they have marked it down as a roughing call, and Tech is back on the power play. Kotzian left point moves it to Boyd. Looking in front, deflected and blocked, but back on the stick of Boyd. Golick down low for Keschner, has a bit of time and space. Looking for Hildrum in the far corner. Pops free to Kotzian. Little pump fake here, gonna move towards the goal, takes a shot and ends up just wide. Boyd on the other point, that one gets deflected, and Kennesaw State is gonna send it down the ice 200 feet. So 30 seconds have expired on this power play. A minute 20 to go here. This one ends up with Keschner. It's a clean entry for GT. Shooting one glove down by Lackley. Okay, this one gonna pop out to Kotzian at the left point. Walking the line is Jay Kotzian, backhand feed to Hildrum. It's gonna spin with it, was looking for Kotzian, it pops free. James Kravis with a shorthanded break, slows it down, it's blockered away by Brendan Germano. He had a similar goal to that yesterday, but this time Germano got the better of him. 45 seconds left on this power play, and that pass ends up a bit too far, chipped out of the KSU defensive zone. And another clear on the stick of Camden Shutt, but lost control of it. Andy Hildrum picks it up, and 20 seconds to go. Keschner, little Deeks, moves it forward to Hildrum entering the zone. Gets around Porcello behind the net. Plays it himself the other side. Lee is there. Pass to nobody, and so Kravis chases after it. It's another shorthanded bid for him. Stays with it. Gets the shot off just wide. Power play has expired. It's Christian Souza looking for room. Big hit by Golick as this one's starting to get a little bit chippy. Lee with plenty of space down the right side, drops it to Keschner. That pass is picked off. Daniel Cotnoir there with McLean Boyd, and now on the stick of Keschner. Again, 2 goals this weekend for number 18. 1 each game. This is a battle for it along the half wall. They're going to sky it to the line. It stays in the zone, though. They're going to say a hand pass. Daniel Duke, little tie-up. And it will end up in Tech's control with Stephen Howe gonna cut to the net. It's kicked away by Lackley. This one chipped ahead and Jack Lackley gets it all the way down the ice. They do call an icing. This puck comes free to Stephen Howe behind the goal with Molinar, and now Zoo. Free puck to Howe, high slot shoots, blockered away. Reverses it here for Molinar, cuts back, still in control, tried to slide it to Howe. It's another long clear and another icing. Stephen Howe with his first collegiate goal yesterday had a beautiful look, but it was fended off by Connor Lackley that time. Andrew Zhang puts it on net, but actually it's blocked. They're just going to get it into the neutral zone with Braden King. One goes a bit too far for Howe. They were looking for a stretch pass there. King going to stay with it in his own end. Zhang misplays that puck, but it ends up on the stick of Howe. Little toe drag and a possible odd man rush if they hurry. Molinar loses control to Burden, though. No shot on goal. Germano way out of the net to play that one to Andrew Zhang. Molinar's going to strip it from KSU and move it to King. Up the ice, Howe taps it into the zone. Not all the way down. That could have been a big opportunity for Owen Foster, but he just elected to put it into the offensive zone. Degliamberto, Zoo, and Zhang were fighting for that one. Shutt and Nolte in the corner. We're going to have another penalty, I think this time on Chris Scott. Wasn't too sure what happened on that one as the play was developing in the corner. That one is deemed an interference on Chris Scott. So Tech back on the man advantage here. KSU killing some time already as Keschner and Golick are in the corner trying to win that puck. It comes out to Boyd at the point, and now right half wall Hildrum. Harassed by Essex Moser, and now this time it looks like Tech kills their own power play. Or maybe not. So one player to the box for each team. Gonna remain a 5-on-4 situation. Boyd reverses with Potts in. He gets it in deep, but on the stick of Souza, and it's a clear for Kennesaw State. Germano stops it, and it's Boyd and Coxian who have to go down the length of the ice here. Got it to Boyd, moves it forwards to Zoo, has Golick and Hildrum with him. Gonna cut towards the goal, good defensive work. They can't clear it though. Hildrum with the interception. Coxian left point, walks the line, has Boyd loading up. Manning the point still now, moves it to Hildrum, has a lane, plays it down low, deflected wide of the net. Golick on the near side now, off the boards to Boyd, and right back to Golick, right circle, blocked in front by Moser. Zoo and him battling for it with number 7, Essex Moser. Still multiple bodies looking for that one, and it ends up at the blue line. This one goes over the stick of Golick, but Boyd holds it in. Zoo looking in the slot. That pass was a bit too hard. Coxian with the drive goes wide. Zoo in the near corner. Moser's gonna steal it from him. 3 Yellow Jackets to the 1, now 2 Owl. Power play expired. So 5 on 5, that puck still immobilized, it finally comes out. Boyd holds it the line though. ASU now is going to get an opportunity themselves with Camden Shutt, who scored the first goal of this weekend just a minute and a half into yesterday's game. That puck was knocked away from the slot, and he just stepped into a shot from the right circle to make it 1-0. Now James Kravis, who also had one of the Kennesaw State goals yesterday. Jaden Price in the near corner. Moves it to the line here with Souza. Gets it around to Kravis. That's hit hard by Zoo. They're going to call a penalty on that one. Lots of penalties being called in this one, this period and this game. 4-1 Tech, the shots on goal are 38-20 in favor of the Jackets thus far. Sliding it across to Jaden Price, looking for a lane, still with it himself. Gonna move it to the blue line. Souza rockets one high. Jaden Price exploring his options. Exploring the high slot, moves it to Souza, plays across ice looking for Kravis. It gets bumped off its original trajectory. Price, top of the right circle, lots of room, back door, and a big stop by Germano on James Kravis. Again, I forgot to update the scoreboard with the power play, but a minute, 10 seconds to go. Here's a turnover. Keegan Goodell gonna kill some time. And it ends up with James Kravis and now Christian Souza. Souza moves it himself. Headman pass for Kravis. Cross ice feed now for Price. Slows up. Little deke here to slow things down, walks the line. Beautiful deke by Price. High slot shoots. Free puck score. Germano got a piece of that one, but it trickled in the back of the net. And it looks like AJ Degliumberto is getting tossed out of this game after the goal.
with it. Nice one.
So that's 2 in a row for Kennesaw State. They put this game back within reach. The penalty is a 5-minute major for contact to the head. And when I say huge, I mean this is a giant opportunity for Kennesaw State to get back in this one. They're only down 2. They've got 5 whole minutes of power play time. And they're going to call a penalty on Zach Keshner for that hit. This game has broken into chaos. Well, it becomes an even bigger chance for KSU. 4 minutes, 48 seconds left on the major, but now a full 2 minutes, I believe, of 5-on-3, unless they find the back of the net. Andy Hildrum against Daniel Cotnoir, and it's an early clear for Georgia Tech on this 5-on-3. Bradley Burden settles it down and has plenty of room. Lots of ice here as it's a 5-on-3 situation. Ashton Nolte, top of the left circle, moves it to the line with Chris Scott. Gonna shoot one deflected into Germano. Hildrum against Nolte on this draw. Nolte wins it. You across top of the right circle, gets it back as you. Moves it across here, takes a shot, deflected, stopped by Germano. The rebound, free in the slot. Weird situation. Cotnoir now you. Looks, fans on a one-timer. He may have had an open net. 25 seconds left in the second period. This puck pops free, ends up with Scott fires and shrugged off by Germano's mask. His neck protector comes off. It's Chris Scott fires again and another stop by the pad of Germano. You down low, it's blocked in front, and that's gonna do it for the second period of play. This has devolved into one of the most chaotic periods and games I think I've ever seen the Jackets play. But we head to the second intermission with a 4-2 Georgia Tech lead. We hope to see you back here for the third. Hi everyone, once again, I'm seeing if I can fix the audio. Yeah, hopefully this is better, let's see. Okay, let's try this. That sounded okay, but I really made it a lot lower, the rink audio, so let's see if this is fine. Okay, we'll go like this for now if it works, hopefully. That's better. The rink audio may be a bit quieter. Once again, I'll work on it this week, see if I can figure out the optimal settings. Okay, so that's gonna be good for now. We've got 12 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second intermission. Hope to see you for the third. Hello everyone and welcome back for the third period here at the Atlanta Ice Forum. If you're just tuning in now, it's been quite the hectic game. Georgia Tech entered the first intermission up 3-0 thanks to goals by Jack Golick, Andy Hildrum, and Keegan Goodell. They would go up 4-0 3 minutes into the second period thanks to Zach Keschner with his second of the weekend, followed up by a couple Kennesaw State goals by Jaden Price. A 2-goal night for him thus far. After that second KSU goal, AJ Degliumberto was thrown out of this one for illegal contact to the head, and thus created a 5-minute major power play for KSU. Only 1.5 minutes have expired on that one. Then Georgia Tech, Zach Keschner, took another penalty, 46 seconds of 5-on-3 time because of that. If KSU wants to get back into this one, this is, again, a massive, massive opportunity. And here we go for period number 3. So 40 seconds on the Keschner minor and 3.5 on Degliumberto's major. At the line, Jaden Price taking their time now. Souza backdoor, kicked away. Germano got enough of that one. Boyd trying to clear. It comes free. Souza's at the far side. A great poke check by Jake Kotzian. Andy Hildrum gloves it down, trying to clear it. James Kravis is going to hold it on the far side. Kravis backhands it over to Price, looking to see if someone's available for a one-timer. Moves it over to Souza. That's going to do it for the minor, but still over 2.5 minutes on the major. Jaden Price, it goes over his stick, thus killing a bit of time on that one. 2 minutes, 35 seconds on Degliumberto's major. Chip pass here to James Kravis, right wing, enters the offensive zone, trying to get around Kotzian. Looks like Kotzian will get to that free puck. He's going to sky it into the far corner to kill more time, and just over 2 minutes remain. 2:15 on the major penalty. Christian Souza turns on the Jets, gets it in deep. Germano gonna play it, trying to clear it himself. Shutt holds it in, plays it behind the goal here, looking for someone in front. Backhands it towards the crease, it's free, comes free to Price, and another stop by Germano, or it may have been blocked. And then Keschner, from down on his knees, gets it all the way to safety. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go on this penalty. And Christian Souza's trying to make something happen for Kennesaw State. Essex Moser gets by 2 Jackets, enters the zone, slows down, feeds it to Chris Scott, takes a shot, batted down, and Goodell is going to make a clear. 1:20 now on this 5-minute major. Chris Scott, right side here, just wraps it around, but it got deflected. Now hits the ceiling. So our first stoppage of play of the period, 2.5 minutes in. Jaden Price had a nice look on that one. He's got 2 goals already. When the Jackets were playing at Auburn, Sam Catalano for Auburn had a hat trick. Now 2 goals for Jaden Price on Kennesaw State. Ashton Nolte at the line, moves it across, plays it towards the net, and a stop by Germano. Meanwhile, shots are now 39-30 in favor of Tech. Both goaltenders standing strong in this one. 47 seconds to go. I see your comment about the choppiness at the next whistle. I'll try doing something I did yesterday to maybe fix that. If that doesn't work, regardless, either way, I'll upload the full game replay to YouTube. Apologies on that. They're gonna cut towards the goal. This is Travis here, gets it out to the line with Price. Baden Price lets one go, and a stop by Germano. Okay. Just adjusted one of the settings. Colin Chambliss gets the clear. Hopefully the choppiness goes away, or at least reduces. Once again, really sorry about that. We're also recording this locally. We'll upload that replay to YouTube. Final seconds of the power play. Price, and a stop again. And see, maybe that didn't fix it. Apologies once again. Commander on goal, big deflection. Another stop. Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, this week we're definitely gonna play with some stuff to help make the stream run more smoothly next time when it comes to the audio and the choppiness. Really sorry about that, everybody. But hopefully it's not too bad. And again, I will upload the full replay on YouTube so you can watch every moment smoothly after it's over. Well, Augustine trying to get it out of the zone. Now Ashton Nolte for KSU. It pops free. Bradley Burden gets it back in. Almost an offside call, but not. They're just going to backhand it to McLean Boyd. He will chip it out towards Tyler Commander. Boyd flips it to Molnar, and now Bradley Burden. Around the net it goes to Tyler Commander. He'll move it forwards here on the stick of Ashton Nolte. Slows down, gets hit hard there, gets it free to Commander, has some room. Lost control of it as he tried to pull off a toe drag perhaps. Ethan Molnar 1-on-2, good stick work, trying to get around his man. He loses his stick, slowed up as if maybe he wanted a call, but he did not get it. Peacock's got it, slides it across to Lee. Right side throws it towards the net. That one nearly snuck through. Lackley got enough of it though. And off the boards, they're going to send it to Commander, and now Justin Yu loses control. Owen Foster bats it into the offensive zone for Leon Peacock to play. Jake Kotzian, big opportunity, shoots it just wide. That was a very mistimed line change from Kennesaw State, and they almost had to pay for it. Peacock reverses here for Kotzian and didn't connect with anyone, but it's out of the zone, and now onto the stick. Sandy Hildrum takes a big hit to make that play, and it's Essex Moser for the Owls. Now Bashkin moves it to Yu. He's going to stretch it forwards here for Alvarez. Cotnoir chasing after it. He's going to get there first. Beautiful move. Cotnoir to the slot for Yu. And it goes just wide after it may have been deflected. Alvarez still protecting it. Moves it to Yu. At the point, Moser kicked away by Germano, and no one was there for Kennesaw State to gather the rebound. Reversal here to Ryan Peacock, and he's gonna skate with it himself past the red line. They're gonna flip it on net. Connor Lackley's gonna cover it. Looked like he wanted to freeze that one for some reason. Big giveaway here to Kotzian. Comes free to Keschner. Now Kotzian in the slot. Down low. And Lackley's got it. Colin Chambliss to take the draw. He was on the doorstep for that one, still looking for his first collegiate goal. Nearly had it there. Chambliss behind the net. Takes a spill as a big hit there, and Cottonworth trying to get it out. He'll bat it down as James Kravis looking here. He's still got it, stays on side. It ends up to the side of the net, and they're going to get it around here to Souza. Plays it down low for Price. It goes past his stick, and so it's a battle between Ronson and no, they just overskate it. Gonna flip it out of the zone into the ceiling, so they'll blow it dead. .40 left in this third period. Bang moves it around to King. And now Ethan Molnar backhands off the board to Zoo. They're going to call a penalty on that one. Most likely a boarding call. And so Georgia Tech back to the man advantage. Trying to get the momentum back in their favor, as it's been a bit of a back and forth period. Jackets win that draw. McLean Boyd over to Jake Kotzian left side. Back to Boyd here at the right point. Kotzian manning the blue line, gets it over. Hildrum's got some room. Gonna take a shot, sails it just high. And out of the zone as that rebound bounced over the stick of McLean Boyd. Kotzian with Golick on the right side, gets it to him. Deeks around Nolte, so he has some space. Takes a spill, gets it to Hildrum. Moves it to Keschner along the half wall. And now Hildrum behind the goal line. Still with it, wants it to Kotzian. Back to Hildrum, top of the circle, looking for a lane. Cuts to the slot, it's blocked in front. But it comes out to Boyd. Reverses for Hildrum now on the right half wall here. Slows it down, feeds it in front for Keschner. It's stopped by Lackley and cleared all the way down. 1 minute to go on this man advantage. Kotzian with the pass to Keschner. Evades the hit for now. Kotzian keeps it, moves it over to Boyd, shoots it high. And now Kotzian along the half wall, plays it down low to Keschner. Back out to the point. Kotzian a little pump fake, deflection in front. Keschner batted it down wide. No one was there to prevent him from redirecting that shot. As here's Golick trying to wrap it around, and Lackley makes the stop. .25 seconds to go here on the Georgia Tech power play. Will now be Stephen Howe who had his shot block. Lee moves it to Molnar. Tried to play it to Howe in the slot. KSU trying to clear. Great hold at the line by Lee. Molnar little pump fake. Still with it. Behind the goal line. Stephen Howe behind the net. Off the boards to Zhang. Moves it to Lee, has some room, takes a shot, save, rebound! They blew the whistle early. They thought Lackley might have had control of it. Regardless, it's the end of the power play. So 10:23 to go in this final frame of regulation time. Georgia Tech up by 2, a 4-2 score. Christian Souza gets to it and moves it to Nolan Porcello. That's a big feed to Jaden Price, broken up initially. Souza has Kravis on the far side. And a cut to the slot. Still in control with Ronson, but it comes free to Joshua Lee. Good poke there to get it out of the KSU end. They say it was offside. Tech's gonna get a line change. So John Ronson against Ethan Mazur, and Ronson wins it, but it comes free to Keshner. Now Mazur finally flipped out of the zone for Andrew Zhang to get to. If Germano lets him play it, he will. So 9:36 to go in this third period. Forward pass, good read by Porcello to swat it aside. And now a good look here. Beautiful deeds, but Jaden Price not able to get anything clean off. Tech's gonna answer the other way. Kessler evades a hit. Souza digging for it. It comes out to Mazur left side. He's gonna cut to the net perhaps. Throws it in front. And Augustine couldn't get a nice redirection off. James Kravis gets to it. Shut. Trailing behind the play. Maybe he was available. Comes to Souza. Takes a shot. Redirected wide. And now Kotzian moves it across to Andrew Zhang. Gets it out of the zone and right back in from Chris Scott. Lee's got some time, gonna move it to his partner Kotzian. Slow things down, right back to Lee on the other side. And another reversal here to get it to 20. Good work to kill some time, but they're just gonna ice the puck. Schianolte out of the zone, up for Golick, but he cannot gain control of it. Mazur puts it in the offensive zone. Chris Scott's got some room towards Camden shot, but a bit too far. Jack Golick here has Kotzian and Mazur with him, 3-on-3. Takes a spill, comes to Mazur right in front. Not a clean look for Kotzian. He's going to play it back in deep. It's going to come free to Peacock, but out of the zone. Ryan Peacock's going to take it himself. It takes a shot. It's gloved by Lackley. Andy Hildrum, well, he was going to take this draw, but he got tossed out of the face-off dot. Kotzian takes it instead, loses the draw, out of the playing surface. Hildrum and Price take the draw. Hildrum won it. Kotzian took a shot that ends up behind the net. Hildrum off the boards. Justin Yu and Owen Foster. Yu's gonna take it himself into the offensive zone. Big hit there. Peacock trying to get it out. Puck comes free to Persona. And he's gonna stretch it to Kotzian, who has a step. Down the left wing, shoots one well wide of the goal. Jack Lackley moves it forwards. Owen Foster, a little deep. Now a one-on-one situation. Drives to the net, and an easy stop by Brendan Germano. Shots on goal currently listed at 51-38 in favor of the Jackets. A lot of offense in this one. Here is McLean Boyd. Zach Heschner trying to move it forwards to Chambliss, who will. And now get it to Goodell. Pokes it past his defenseman. The other one was there. And a deke by Price. Goodell trying to just get it in deep now as we are under we are under the final 7 seconds. Porcello gets it in deep, around for Boyd. Overstated it, tried to throw it in front. It's a bit too slow of a pass, so Tuck intercepts it. And it's John Ronson. 6:13 to go here. Here's a little misplay, but KSU still remains in control. They just get it out to McLean Boyd. He moves it over to Joshua Lee. Lee off the board trying to give it to himself. And Goodell backhands it into the zone. Under 6 minutes to go here. It's Christian Souza with a backhand flip. Ethan Molnar gonna get there, and he's gonna send her right back in. Good work killing some time here. Howe gets to her first. Guards are well deployed. There's a huge hit on Stephen Howe, but he got it in deep. Killed some time there. No icing, they say that one was deflected. Daniel Cotnoir was flying towards that one. This is Jaden Price, moves it across. What a feed, didn't connect cleanly with Alvarez. And they're gonna backhand it. Not out of the zone as Moser holds the line. Here's Ethan Molnar with the step. Could be a breakaway, it is. Ethan Molnar shut down by Connor Lackley. Big opportunity there, but we're in the final 5 minutes. Lee has some room. Cuts to the slot, still with it. Now gonna go behind the goal, looking to see who's in front. It comes to Daniel Zhu, backhands it right in front. Goal! He scores! Second of the night and third of the weekend for Jack Golick. So it's 5-2 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. Look out, KSU's not done yet as Chris Scott gets to this one. Scott plays it in front, no one there. Jake Kotzian's taking it the other way, has Zhang on his wing. Gonna get it to him a bit far, but it works out nevertheless. Kotzian in for a goal! Scores! It's a hat trick for Jack Golick, and it's 6-2. Once again, number 25. With the last goal of the game yesterday for Georgia Tech, he's got a hat trick tonight for 4 on the weekend. Came into tonight, 6 games played, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. He's put the puck in the back of the net 3 more times tonight. And KSU took a penalty on that play. They're listed, yeah, they got 4 guys out. We'll have to check to see what that's about. So 4 minutes remain. Georgia Tech up 6-2. Remember, they entered this one 0-5-1, looking for their first win of the season. They're just 4 minutes away now. Kotzian, good effort to negate the icing, gonna win the puck back. Potentially looking in front. Tried to reverse to Hildrum. Bradley Burden trying to get it out. He's unable to. This one comes free to Golick, but a bit too far out of his reach. King just gonna get it in deep, and it jumps over the stick of Hudson Bashkin. He will fly it down the zone. Andy Hildrum picks it up in neutral ice, trying to get around Price. He will. Big hit there on the far side. KSU gonna clear. Tech is completely okay with this as there's just 3 minutes to go. Peacock forwards here to Zhang. Wraps it around for Christian Souza. Peacock cannot hold the line. Once again, more time killed, but 2:45 to go in regulation time. Now Augustine has a step, trying to get by Price. Plays it through the legs of Kravis, and now Mazur in deep. KSU was exploring their options, trying to clear. Now they will with James Kravis. The bank pass off the boards. Uh-oh, opportunity for Souza. Tries to get through, nearly did. Puts it on net, and Germano freezes the puck. Foster wins that draw, thrown back on goal. Got deflected a bit. Justin Yu in the corner. Zhu and Peacock for Georgia Tech U, and Foster for KSU. Comes out to Moser, backhands at top of the left circle, blocked in front. Zhu's just gonna get it out of the zone, and that nearly came free to Stephen Howe. Zhu will get it in deep for Essex Moser to play with 1 minute 40 seconds left in the third. Moser gets it in deep. Peacock there, gonna pin it, trying to kill some time. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Bradley Burden gloves it down. Nearly taking a spill was Essex Moser. He's gonna retrieve it for KSU. Up the ice looking for Cotnoir. Has a step here towards the net. Germano holds the post. And Persona trying to get it free. Comes to Daniel Zhu. Little chip around the defenseman. And Souza gets it in deep. Well, they will get it out of the zone with 50 seconds left. 45 on the clock now as it's Jaden Price There's an opportunity for Keegan Goodell and a big stop by Connor Lackley. With 30 seconds so far, we're left in this one. It's been a tough season so far for the Yellow Jackets as Zach Teschner goes offside. Tie up here comes free to Goodell, takes a shot steered wide. Georgia Tech opened the season with a tough loss to FSU, got the tie the next game, but a couple tough games against UCF and then the Auburn University, but they finally grabbed their first win of the season here tonight, a 6-2 victory over Kennesaw State. Jack Golick with the hat trick here in this third period to really put this one out of reach. Very exciting offensive game. Thank you so much for tuning into this one here tonight. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have grabbed their first win of the year. We hope to see you back here at the Atlanta Ice Forum next weekend as the Jackets take on FAU. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.